What's up, guys? It's Salvajee. We're back at it again with another Salvajee Speaks. Here I was writing down my goals, and then I started brainstorming. I started self-reflecting, and I started asking myself, am I a motivational speaker or am I an inspirational speaker? And, let's be real here, right? Like, I'm really just tired of all of these entrepreneurs looking down on motivation as if it's a bad thing. Okay, I mean, some of them don't even say that motivation is a bad thing. Some of them just say that inspiration is better. And while I do agree with that, I also, of course, disagree with it, okay? There are a lot of great things that can come from an inspirational speech, just like, of course, there are also a lot of great things that can come from a motivational speech, okay? The point that I'm trying to tell you guys, okay, the point that I'm trying to share with you guys in this video is simple. And that point is, at the end of the day, guys, okay, there's nothing wrong with being motivational. There's nothing wrong with motivational speeches. And there's also nothing wrong with inspirational speeches, because the reality is that inspirational speeches as well as motivational speeches are two sides of the same coin. In fact, I believe that motivation and inspirational speeches are basically the yin and the yang. Like there's without motivation there can't be inspiration, and without inspiration there can't be motivation, okay? Which is why precisely I wanted to bring you guys this video, so I could sort of go a little bit more in depth and explain to you guys why it is that I consider myself a motivational and inspirational speaker. I also want to bring you guys this video because for the longest time, I basically just kept telling myself, you know what, I'm not a motivational speaker, I'm an inspirational speaker. But basically, here's the thing, guys. The moment you start listening to famous people and entrepreneurs and people that have quote-unquote done great things in life, because let's face it, anyone can do great things in life. Let's be real here, okay? But the moment you start listening to those people just because they are successful, just because they have accomplished specific things, right? And the moment you just stop putting your own perspective into things, okay, it's basically the moment where you're going to start losing your authenticity, okay? So I actually asked myself, okay, do I actually believe what all of these entrepreneurs say, that motivation is actually a bad thing? And again, I started self-reflecting and I came to the conclusion, you know what, I actually don't believe in what they say. I think motivation is great and I think inspiration is great. So with that said, let's get more in depth into this topic. Okay, so let me define an inspirational speech and a motivational speech. An inspirational speech, guys, is a speech that I make to touch upon your souls. Okay, I think that an inspirational speech is a speech that is going to give you a different perspective on specific things. An inspirational speech focuses on gratitude. It focuses on, what's this other thing called? It focuses on being grateful. Basically, it focuses on a lot of mind-related things. It focuses on the mind a lot. And a motivational speech, what that is a motivational speech, it's telling you what you don't have so that, of course, you can actually go after it. In a motivational speech, I'm going to tell you, you don't have this, but guess what? You can actually, you actually have the power to go after it and, of course, obtain what it is that you are looking for. A motivational speech is something that fires up the body, or it's something that fires up the material realm, I guess you could say, or the, what's this thing called? God damn it. The physical plane. Yeah, that's right, as I like to call it. And an inspirational speech is something that fires up the soul, right? It's something that reminds you of, your purpose. It's something that sort of gives you quote-unquote long-term motivation, while a motivational speech basically gives you short-term inspiration, because you're basically not only motivated to go after those material things, but of course you're also inspired because you believe that you have the power to actually accomplish and, of course, achieve those specific things. Okay, so now that I explained to you guys what an inspirational and a motivational speech is, get ready because your minds are about to be blown. This is why, after self-reflecting, I have decided that I am an inspirational and motivational speaker, and I'm going to explain it to you guys by telling you guys the dangers of the inspirational speeches and the motivational speeches, which is, of course, why I decided that I was going to have both, that I was going to be an inspirational and motivational speaker. Okay, I want you guys to look at it this way. Like I said, a motivational speech touches upon the body. It touches upon the physical plane, which means that when I am motivating you, I am constantly reminding you of something that you could be. Okay, I'm constantly telling you of all of the things that you want to accomplish that are, of course, going to get you motivated. But you see, guys, there's a great danger to that. When I'm constantly motivating you, when I'm constantly telling you about what you could be, you are, of course, going after your goals. But it's going to get to a point where you're going to lose the motivation, okay? And that's why motivation is only a short-term thing, because motivation lets, you know, reminds you of what you could be. And since it reminds you of what you could be, it's also simultaneously reminding you of what you don't have. That's why there are bad things about motivation, okay? If you take a look at an inspirational speech, the inspirational speech is teaching you gratitude. It's teaching you to be thankful for everything that you have. And again, if you only focus on motivation, it's going to get to a time, you know, where you're going to realize, holy shit, I'm actually very depressed. I'm actually, you know, very disappointed on myself because I am not where I actually could be. And that's where inspirational speeches come in. That's where the balance comes in, guys. An inspirational speech is going to teach you gratitude, all right? It's going to teach you that it's okay that you are not where you want to be, because one day you will get there, okay? It's going to teach, you know, an inspirational speech is going to teach you to be thankful for everything that you have. And I just want to talk about the dangers of being an inspirational speaker, right? So for the most part, like I said, you know, you guys have to keep in mind that I'm giving you guys my perspective on an inspirational and a motivational speech, and the definition that I basically, you know, I guess you could say that I basically made for the two, right? But basically, guys, an inspirational speech and the dangers of an inspirational speech is that the inspirational speech is constantly going to be telling you about gratitude and be thankful for everything that you have. And it's going to get to a point where you've listened to so many motivational speeches, right? It's going to get to a point where, you know, you've actually, you know, told yourself, I should be thankful for everything that I have, that you basically just stop striving after your ambitions, okay? You stop striving about after things that actually make your life interested. And guys, those are the dangers of motivational speeches, okay? They're gonna be teaching you gratitude, and gratitude is something that is very, very important, but there has to be a specific balance when it comes down to motivational speeches and inspirational speeches. Again, the motivational speeches are going to motivate you in the short term, while of course reminding you of a person that you could become. And of course the inspirational speaker is going to be the thing that balances the motivational speeches. You know, the inspirational speech is going to be the thing that's going to tell you, hey, listen, you're not where you want to be right now at the moment, but that's okay. You know, keep striving after your goals, keep working towards your goals. I hope that you guys were able to understand the point that I am trying to make. Keep in mind, when I make my Salvajee speeches, my Salvajee speaks, I don't really write down any notes or any keynotes. Like, this is just one of those Salvajee speaks where I just hit record and I just started fucking talking, you know what I mean? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this Salvajee Speaks. This is probably the best Salvajee Speaks I have ever done. But then again, every time I make a Salvajee Speaks, I always tell myself the same thing. I'm really, really proud of this Salvajee Speaks, honestly. Yeah, I'm an inspirational speaker and I'm a motivational speaker. And I'm damn proud to say it, man. I'm just really, really tired of all of these entrepreneurs looking down on motivational speaking as it's one of the, as if one of the greatest things ever, okay? Motivational speaking, inspirational speaking, they both have a place in the world. They need to have a place in the world, because without one, the other cannot exist, or the other cannot be, of course, followed to the highest extent. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comment sections below. And remember, guys, like I said, I'm just sharing with you guys my definition of inspirational and motivational speeches, because I do have other perspective on motivational speeches. Like, I think a motivational speech can also be inspirational, but I'm not gonna get too into it because the video is already long enough as it is. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop it a like, subscribe to join the Salvajee Cartel, and I'll be seeing you guys on my next videos. Thank you very much for watching, my friends, and peace out. Take care.